Hey everybody, it's Sandy, and today, new nails. This is, you already saw this hand, so this is the last part of the I bought too much, or I bought too many of this one particular brand off Temu, and now I'm going through them and see which ones I like. And yeah, this is the last part. So that's awesome. After this, I have worn every single one of them on one or more fingers, because a couple of them I did a whole hand and a whole hand, and that was just taking too long to only do 2 colors at a time, because I had did that a few times and then I realized I still had 30 more to go. So I was like, no. And I just did 3. Well, I did 6 videos technically, because each one was 5, because I did, one hand at a time, and got through it much quicker. So this is the last part of that, and then I am going to do something else. I've noticed, well, first off, the brand that I am referring to is this brand right here. It is Guibofu. Have no idea how you are supposed to say that, but this is the bottle. That is the name if you are interested in any of the colors I have showed you, or if you just wanted to check them out. I got mine on Temu, but I also, and I had bought a crap ton of them. I had bought a bunch of sets, really, so it wasn't like I bought individual colors. I bought a bunch of sets, and then like when they came, I noticed some of the colors didn't quite match the bottles, because some of them had swatches, some of them didn't, so I went solely off like the color on the bottle. And then also just, as with anytime you buy, things, sometimes, you buy it, it's beautiful, it is the color it said it was going to be, it looks great, it's just, it doesn't look good on your skin tone, or maybe you don't like the formula of the polish. Maybe it's too sticky, maybe it dries weird, maybe, again, you just don't like the tone. There's always stuff, that you may not like, so I decided to just go through them all and see which ones I liked and which ones I don't. So yeah, I'm going to show you the polishes, and then I will discuss with you the next steps. So this one is 116, and all of these are shimmers. Looks like this. This is not a bad color. I don't love the color. It's kind of like a sandy color with like a gold shimmer. I don't exactly love this color on me, but also this one was like, all the shimmers, and I'm going to just assume it was because they were shimmers, were much thicker than the other polishes and the cream polishes. These were much thicker, but this one, it's still a little, it's so tacky. Like, it almost feels like it has like a tacky layer, but I know they don't. So this one, and I cured this one so many times. Like, I put my finger underneath my new lamp too so many times, and it still kind of feels sticky. Or not sticky, I don't want to say sticky, because it feels tacky when you touch it, but there's no tack or anything on your actual fingers. But like, So this one is going. So 116 is leaving. So also, before I forget, in my last video, I said I was unsure if I was going to keep this one, which was 105, which was the gold glitter. Again, like I always said, it was very pretty. It wasn't sticky or nothing like that. It's just, I don't use a lot of gold, so I didn't know if I could see myself using it too much. And I decided I wanted to be like really ruthless, and I did decide to also destash this one too. I just wanted to throw that out there really quickly. All right, the next finger, my pointer finger, is this color. This is 117. This color is very similar to 116. It's just a little bit more on the pinky side. I like this color, But this one was also kind of sticky. Not nearly as much as the thumb though. But I don't really see myself using this particular color too much. Although I do like the color better, but I am also going to get rid of this one. Spoiler alert, I didn't really like this hand of polishes very much at all. Like I said, the shimmer ones seem to be like really thick, and I didn't like that anyway. So it kind of like with this color, I was kind of like, oh, I'm kind of on the fence. It's pretty, but I don't know if I'll use it. But I'm like, but I don't like how thick the polish is, so that kind of tipped the scales over in like favor of getting rid of it. Plus, I'm trying to be really like cutthroat, really ruthless. Like, if I'm not going to use it, I should probably get rid of it, so I can use the shelves that this polish is on for other polishes. As you guys know, I have been all about some of those, like the Korean polish dupe sets on AliExpress. I have literally I don't want to say literally because it is probably an exaggeration. I'll have to go count, maybe I'll go count sometime and I'll like tell you guys, but I probably have a good 50 plus nail polish sets in my wish list on AliExpress. Obviously, I'm not going to get all of them. I probably won't even get the majority of them, but you know, that's a lot. But I also found a new website that I haven't ordered from yet. But and I don't want to mention, I found a different website that I'm like thinking about also getting some stuff from at some point, so I need the more space, you know? Next finger is my middle finger, and it is this one, which is 118. I don't hate this color. This one didn't get, like, it dried very well. I was a little bit worried because it seems to, like, the not drying very well. For one, it does seem to happen with some of the darker colors, and then I don't understand some of the real light ones too. I don't understand, because some of the other ones I had that were like really sticky and tacky were like very light colors. But this color, it's pretty, but I also decided I'm not going to keep it because I wanted it to be a little bit closer to the bottle. Like, I wanted like a deep dark red. Like, I wanted it to look like the bottle, and it's just not what I wanted. So I'm not keeping that. Like I said, I didn't really enjoy this hand of nail polish for one reason or another. Like I said, now up next I have 119, which is this pretty purple. This one I am keeping, and it is really pretty. It doesn't exactly match the bottle. Like, I do wish this one matched the bottle a little bit more and was just a little bit more like brighter. Like, yeah, a little brighter, and it would have matched perfectly. But I really like purple, and I really actually like this one, so I am keeping that one. It's really pretty. And then last but not least, I have 120, which is not only a gorgeous color, it matches the bottle perfectly. Like, it is so pretty. But this one sadly did that sticky thing, and I really do feel it's because it's a darker polish, because the on this hand, this color right here, the darkest color on this hand, this dark green, also did it. And I was like, man, because I really wanted, I really liked that color, and I was like, I was gonna keep it, but it's really sticky. And that's kind of how I feel about this one as well. I really like this color, but it's sticky. Like, it's very tacky, and I had to cure it. And this is 2 coats, and I do them one, I cure, and then I do another. Which, I mean, that's how you do that. But, you know, I know some people just kind of glob it on and stick it under a lamp and try to get it to dry. I don't do that. I do thin coats. And I had to cure this pinky nail 4 times, and I go 99 seconds. Like, that's just the default setting that my lamp does when I put my hand in it, and that's just what I do. I do 99 seconds each time, and it was still sticky. And most of the time, you know, a cure, you know, I'll do, you know, 99 seconds per layer, and then sometimes, you know, and then when I'm done, I put my whole hand in. After I do all of my, I'll do my whole hand in just for another 99 seconds just to make sure everything's nice and cured. And this one, it still feels a little tacky, like down here, like, and it just sucks. I really like this color, but I'm not going to keep this one either. So I actually got rid of 4 polishes out of the 5 on this hand. I only kept the purple. Like I said, I was fully expecting to keep this one because I really love the color, but it doesn't cure right. I'm not going to keep it. Like, I am not going to keep anything that makes me have my hand underneath my lamp for 5 minutes just to cure the polish. At that point, what's the point in using gel polish? Anyway, I should just use regular polish because it would take the same amount of time to dry. But anyway, so that's it for these polishes. I went through them all. So final tally, because I have them all on my desk, that I got rid of all of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I got rid of 17 out of the, I want to say it was like 36 polishes I had. So I got rid of 17 out of the 36. That's amazing for me. For those of you who don't know, if you haven't watched any of these other videos, I am keeping a list of any and all polish that I try this year that I don't like. Not that I try, but like that I have in my collection, that maybe I've never used, or maybe I haven't used it in a very long time, you know, and anything I decide, you know, I don't like this, and I'm going to get rid of it, I'm keeping them all. And I'm also making a list just in case I can't keep them all, because you never know, I might need to do something with them. But I'm keeping a list, and on that list is going to be the brand name, the color name, whether it's a regular polish, a gel polish, a solid polish, whatever, and the reason I don't like it or that I'm getting rid of it, so that way I can share that with you guys at the end of the year. The next step I'm going to do, because in doing this, I did notice some of the colors of this brand that I have look to be very similar to some other gel polishes I've got. Specifically, some of the cream colors I have in this collection look a lot like some of the cream colors I have in the Govandi teddy bear collection. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to look through them, and I'm going to like match them up, and I'm going to do a one hand comparison of those as well. Because I, you know, no matter how much I like the color, I don't think I'm ever going to use it that much. So if I have something that's similar, I'm going to have to, sorry about that. I think someone walked by the door, or walked by the house on the sidewalk. You know how doggies are. So anyway, so I might even be able to, so depending if they're similar, then I, you know, will have to, you know, be like, oh, I like this one better, and see what I'm gonna, you know, see if I can narrow down some stuff that way as well. But it wasn't like a ton of the polishes. It was just a couple of like the cool toned, creamy, like, neutral colors, because that's what the teddy bear collection is. It's just cool tone neutrals. So yeah, so I will probably be starting that one next. And I was thinking about also doing this as well with some of my other brands of nail polish, where I do this. I think the next brand I'm going to do it with, because I was just thinking about it, is going to be all of my Linderellas, mostly because a lot of them, I think, I'll have to look. I did already count them. I have 16. So but I haven't used them in a really long time. So I'm thinking about doing this where like I'll put one on each finger and be like, and you know, and tell you guys like my thoughts and things like that. And if I'm keeping this, if I'm keeping that, you know, why am I not keeping this? Why am I not keeping that? You know, things like that. And then of course that will help me also, you know, because I really want to get my collection to only things I love, which is really hard to do when I'm constantly buying more nail polish, and I'm not gonna stop, and I am not like ashamed at all. But because it is summertime and I don't buy nail polish in the summertime, because every time I've had a nail polish bottle break in the mail, it's been during the summer, because I live in El Paso and it is freakishly hot until freaking September. I'm gonna use this time to kind of destash and reflect and get my stuff down to what I like and everything. I am always torn between having a nail polish collection that is perfectly curated to me and what I want and completely manageable, to just saying fuck it and buying any polish I think is pretty and having it on my wall, you know, being like, screw it, I'll just buy more shelves, you know. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm quite pleased with the trimming down of this particular brand. It is a good brand. It's cheap. I got mine on Temu. I haven't seen them since the thing with the tariffs, but I know you can get them on Shein as well. I just don't know how much they cost. I'm sure it's still pretty cheap. They're Shein. So if you are curious, again, here's what the bottles look like. This is the name. I do like them. They're pretty good. They're pretty shiny. They don't have, some of them have sticky, you know, some of them, but they're not supposed to. So I don't know. If you want to try them out, try them out. I would suggest doing the creams and not the shimmers, because in my opinion, the shimmers are way thick. And don't cure as well, except the purple one. The purple one cured actually quite amazingly. But yeah, so that's just it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.